Ladies and gentlemen, the boogeyman is outside. Huh? Hide all of the anti-hip-hop, hide all the culture vultures. The boogeyman is outside. Ladies and gentlemen, Kendrick Lamar has been outside doing promotions and doing little interviews for what is going to happen tomorrow, 24 hours, tomorrow. The legendary halftime performance. The first time a hip-hop act headlined the Super Bowl, Kendrick Lamar. And he just did an interview with Timothée Chalamet. And some of y'all like, why Timothée Chalamet? Is he even hip-hop? Some of y'all don't even know that Timothée Chalamet was anointed by the bass god, and I can tell. Yeah, he valid. Let's get right into it.
All right. My life
Kendrick in a GNX?
Scared, man. I told you I got you, man. You got movies to film.
Yeah, exactly.
Kendrick in a GNX, they might ride the dune. Yeah, what do you mean? Might get him a little one of them oxygen. Yeah, you know what I mean? You didn't know that Kendrick valid in the Dune universe too, huh? Yeah.
Your seatbelt on. Your seatbelt on.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it on. Hold up.
I'm loving this, bro. I'm loving this rollout.
Oh, I didn't see. All right.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, people are be saying I look soft. All right. Got you. All right.
Be in the studio. If it's been a while, you know, you might come off with a little bit of writer's block. So we always got this thing about like keeping the pen low. So this exercise, going there, doing 16 bars, going home, you know, always just keep moving. How I feel if it's been a while for you.
Yeah.
Take a minute for you warm up in front of the camera, take a minute to remember the lines, get into the character. How long what's that process?
Yeah, all the above. You know, I try to prep at home.
You know what's already dope about this? What I really like is low-key Kendrick is interviewing Timothée Chalamet, and you can tell Timothée Chalamet is a big... Like, I've done some research on Timothée... Well, not really research, just stuff that popped up on my timeline randomly. And Timothée Chalamet is a big hip-hop person. Like, he rock with hip-hop from what I've seen. You know what I mean? With his whole interaction with Bass God, and he was on stage with Bass God before he was even... Like, you gotta... After this, if you want to know if he hip-hop, go Google or YouTube Timothée Chalamet, Lil B. And just go watch that story. But I love how it's two artists from two different arts, two different disciplines, comparing notes. It's ill to me. That's ill. It's like two Jedi who use different styles. You feel me? Comparing notes. Like, hold on, when you did the, but I got the double-sided. You feel me? Now, I like that. I like that. And I'm liking how, I don't care what anybody says, this is the most excited for a Super Bowl halftime show I've seen, and like the whole culture, like the world be. Like low-key, I think people are more excited for the performance than the game. I dead think it. So, yeah.
Get into the character.
And I bought a vinyl and a GNX vinyl and hoodie, still ain't get here. It's like, damn, man, I thought I was going to get here before the Super Bowl. That kind of broke my heart, man. Hopefully it comes today.
Into the character, how long what's that process?
Yeah, all the above. You know, I try to prep at home.
You can tell Tim
But the thing about acting is if you don't have an audience, it's just a form of insanity. You know, then you're just, what are you doing? You know, so...
And I also like what Kendrick said about that when there's writer's block, we try to write just 16 bars a day. That's how you know that Kendrick is just a rapper. That is a rapper. Huh? That is a rapper. He says, nah, we try to get out the writer's block by fighting our way through it. That is a nigga who, the pen is the most important
I definitely
thing
try to warm up and then, you know, lose that self-consciousness when you finally get back out there.
Yeah.
But that takes time. You know, I always try to embrace failure. You were talking about that the other day, you know, that the most important part of a bad day is like the way you leave it. And if you could leave a bad take or a bad day with a positive attitude, then you got nothing to fear, you know?
I think that's probably one of the biggest misconceptions.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. My bad. My bad. I just had to throw that out there. Hip hop is a sport, by the way. If y'all didn't know, you know by now. Yeah, Kendrick said this on the interview with, the mantra. He said he tries to keep hip hop as a sport, tries to keep it competitive, and that's why things are the way it is. Hip hop is a sport. A lot of people went and grabbed one of these hoodies and shirts, the Hip Hop is a Sports, after that Nadeska Ebro, Kendrick Lamar interview came out. And I just want to thank y'all so much, bro. Thank you so much, but we ain't stopping. Yeah, go grab it. Link in the pinned comment. Go to fromthevillage.us. Go grab your Hip Hop is a Sport. This is a mission. This is a mission statement now. This is our mantra now. Gang, we're going to keep this going for as long as we can. We done with the passive listening, bro.
I'm always locked in and I'm always trying new things.
Well, at least, I mean, we're done with the passive listening for that to be the majority that's pushed. Of course, there's always going to be music, elevator, mood music that's not really meant to dissect more, but we want more of this.
Always trying new things. Now, whether or not I like them is a whole nother conversation, but
Bitch, I'm in the
I
club.
have to keep the pen moving. You know, it's not from sanity. And it also has given me the opportunity to learn myself. You know, find out who I am.
You mean through the styles of expression or the actual lyricism or everything?
I mean, because when we write, man, you got to sit and go through the emotions and be vulnerable about it. You know, whether it's a fun song or sad or, you know, got some type of depth or not. These are still relatively your personality, you know.
And that's important too, right? And watching this as a rapper makes me excited too, and it's dope, you know, because it's always dope when people that I look up to, rappers that I think that are dope, listening to them talk about the art and the ability and the writing and how I love that nerd. Y'all know me, how I break down lyrics and stuff. I love that stuff. That's my whole thing. So it's super enjoying and actually very like nurturing to see another rapper, and even Timothée Chalamet as an actor, just another artist, talk about how their process is, because everybody's process is a little different. And I like how he said the thing about music is the vulnerability in it. And I think that's why people, when somebody goes, why is artists get so upset when you don't like their song? It's just my opinion, bro. Like that, it's because what people gotta put into their music, what it takes for some things to be sad or some emotions to be unlocked means a lot. Every artist dumps a lot into songs, and when people just go or listen to it passively, it kind of hurts. You go, damn, I put my life into this. But Kendrick also brought up a good point where he said there's a bunch of different ways to make music, whether it's a super in-depth song, whether it's not an in-depth song, whether it's a good feeling song, whether it's a sad song. And that's when we say watch the party die, when that mantra, when Kendrick said that, and the people who were saying that, it's not about party music must die. No. If you go back and listen to GNX, it low-key is full of slaps and party shit. It's about putting out the best work you possibly can. The best way I could put it, it's not about having a genre of music or a style of music die. It's about having the effort up. It's about having the passive listening experience not be the main listening experience. Facts. That's all. It'd be no different than if someone who has all the disciplines in culinary arts and is a chef, they're not, when they're saying they want great food to be appreciated, they're not saying everything got to be Roof Chris. They're not saying everything got to be the most high, everything got to be filet mignon. Nah, we're just saying we don't want McDonald's to be the representation of food. You feel what I'm saying? But we always, yeah, on some of them drunk nights, some of them not, yeah, that double cheese laying crazy. We don't slang the double cheeses over here. You feel me?
Reality, you know,
that's how I look at it.
And so a lot of these records are right, man. A lot of stuff I probably would never express or even known about myself if it wasn't for an instrumental behind it.
Facts.
With my projects, it'll always be that one record I feel like that I want everyone to hear, you know what I'm saying? In order to push the narrative or just the message and the tone that I want to get across. I can have so many other records that have different narratives and tones, you know, like reflection, right? To preserve a space for that one that I want everyone to hear, that's what what pushes me, man. That's why I like the Man at the Garden. And
love Man at the, see, I'm about to, by the way, I know I got a bunch of albums to get through. I know I got Sorry, the Tyler, the Creator. I know I got Damn Near. I think I'm going to do The Weekends. Don't hold me to that. I know I got, I think Juice's old one. But like, when I'm through with all those, I'm going to go back and look at GNX song by song and really break it down, because I only got to react to it album-wise, and obviously I've listened to it so much. But my experience now, the way GNX has matured and grown on me, these next reactions are about to be the best ones because now I got real experiences with the music. Now I've dissected it and really, there's things I completely missed that I catch now. So stay tuned for that. But he is right. As an artist, you always got one. You write, and it might be multiple songs, but you write like, man, I need niggas to hear that one. Every album, you're like, man, this the one I want. It might not even be the single, but it's like that's the one I really put my life and soul into. Not that I didn't put in anything else, but. And one thing about Kendrick is, and has been ever since Good Kid, Mad City. I can say this because I met him during Good Kid, Mad City. This nigga really, unless you catch him, and he really like a goofy goofball. People don't realize he's a goofy goofball. Like, but when he's doing things for like in front of the camera or like, he really be feeling like, is this nigga like a serial killer low key too? Like he gets because he just. Yeah, man, it's like, oh yeah, nah, you should have left that. Once you saw the destruction behind this nigga's eyes, if I was Drake, I would have been like, nah, let me leave this nigga alone.
That's what pushes me, man. That's why I like The Man at the Garden, and even the fact that it's at the top of the record.
Yeah, that's how it felt like to me.
I want to hear him
also
talk
just
about
being a fan of your music forever and knowing like, look at where you're at now, man. Like it's just crazy Super Bowl halftime show. And you just keep climbing, bro. It's like amazing.
Appreciate it, man. I mean that, bro. Yeah. Man in the Garden, I mean every word on that motherfucker, man. That's probably the easiest record to write. You know? And I figured out who I am in this present moment. You know?
You know what I would like? That shit is ill. You know what I would like? I would like a Kendrick Lamar interview, not about the Super Bowl really, and about GNX. Like I would like a Kendrick Lamar interview. Not even about the battle. Like, I'm cool if, like, I know he's going to be talking about the battle. Like I said in one of my other videos, nigga, I just had an Ether and Takeover debate last week. So, like, this is going to go on forever. But I want to hear him, like, really analyze and break down G and Next, where his mind was for each song, lyric, whatever. But I'm excited. Tomorrow it's going down. It's about to be a historic moment. If you are a hip-hop fan, you should be happy. Unless you are one of them toxic. If you're not happy, you got to question how much of a hip-hop fan you are. And if you're really a hip-hop fan, or are you just a particular fan of one particular artist? Guys. Academy, my single. Make sure y'all keep listening to that. They're trying to silence the YouTubers talking about it. It ain't going to happen, though. They can't ban the snowman. You understand me? Link in the pinned comment.